what's up? This is Ricky Remedy.
And this is Luisi.
And we're Tastemakers. And you are tuned in to Tune Tasting Radio. And this is the very first episode. Welcome to the beginning of something very special. Something that
it's finally here.
Yeah, and like and obviously people will be like, oh, it's a podcast. Everybody's gonna say it's special, but no, there's something very special about this because I think this is the best way that we can put some of the best things, some gems, and a lot of things that we say like on the record, you know. And not only that, but we know a lot of really awesome people that have seen some things. They know some things. Yeah. They've had some experiences that might shift some perspectives, and so like, what better way than to just mic up and make it happen.
Get them on the show.
Yeah. So, all in all, I think the root of this truly is the fact that we have a lot of homies that are just really dope at what they do, and like every time we have a conversation, if I'm like in the studio with them, you know, maybe you're filming something for them, or even you're just, you know, like you're talking to Benny Benassi, like, you know what I mean? So stuff like that, like it's really dope. Like how there's some people that, you know, have a really interesting worldview that's like very, you know, it's only to them, but it can apply to like people maybe on the come up, and they're like, yo, I want to. The way he said, I'll never forget the interview, because like that's happened. Yeah. There's interviews where people will say something and it inspires people, and that's something I believe like that's one of the big goals for this is I want people to hear what these people have to say and get inspired, because when you're on the come up, sometimes there's going to be things that are said that really that are pivotal.
Yeah, for sure. It's something we should have been doing. Like, it's something that we've been thinking about doing. Even like, I know usually people in their friend groups, they're like, oh man, I wish people were recording us all the time. But like, for real, like, I mean, some of these like spaces that we're in that not a lot of people get to be in, around people that like, you know, like you said, have seen some like different stuff, and they've reached certain places that a lot of people are aspiring to reach. And like, so hopefully these conversations serve as like a, you know, motivation, encouragement to people that, you know, like that are on the come up like us, you know, and also just have a good time with our friends, who are all pretty cool people.
Yeah. And one of those friends is actually, has, you know, we've made music with him, and I've had the honor of, you know, just being in the same room with him and many other legends. And, you know, it started off as when, you know, I think it was during the pandemic, I was doing Twitch streams, and I would have people send in stuff, you know, for feedback. I would be pretty objective about it, you know, and I remember getting a demo from DJ Chuwe, and I was like, yo, this is some good stuff. It was like Moombaton, but like it was also like there were some house vibes in there too, but it wasn't as close to what he has now. It was definitely there was some Jersey club. It was a lot of club music. It was definitely club music. That's what like Chewy's about, because he's from New York, you know. So I remember getting the demos and being like, okay, yeah, this guy's lit. This is lit. I'm really messing with this. I remember giving him just straight positive feedback. So, and then, you know, years later, he had dropped the Dame Gas, and I was like,
And then when we started this project, he became like 5% of our playlist.
Yeah.
It was just Chewy.
Yeah.
Then the next 3 records later, Chewy.
Yeah, it's definitely like, there's just some people, you know, because even when I was in like the trap game, there was just some people that like sonically, like I just connected with. Like every time they would put something out, I'm like, this is going in the set for sure.
Right.
So we align, and so what better way than to collaborate with someone that you like align with in taste and sonics and bounce and rhythm and all that. It was really dope to collaborate with him. So not only did we collaborate with him on the record, what was the record, by the way?
Pull Up 2.0 with Mr. Vegas.
Stream that.
Go get that.
Put that up. And then so we had him here, and we were able to talk about the record, talk about, you know, him and his come up, and like, you know, records that he's done in the past. And so you guys get to see that, and that's one of the special conversations that hopefully you guys have some awesome things to take away from.
Yeah. So without further ado, please enjoy our conversation with DJ Chuwe.
big up to Chuwe for dropping in. He's here for Miami Music Week.
We out here. Let's go. Miami, what it do?
Yeah, man. Shout out.
Tastemakers, what it do?
Yeah, shout out, yo. So shout out to Chuwe, man. It's also an amazing thing to have him here, bro, because we just dropped a few weeks ago the collab. What's the song?
Pull Up 2.0.
Pull up.
Bro, the record is fire, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for having me here first.
Of course, man.
Bro, and then give me the opportunity to be part of that record, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
fire, bro.
I mean, did we ever tell you how we ended up getting that record?
No, you told me, yo, Chuwe, we got something fire for you, and then we're just gonna show you. And then once you showed me it, I was like, bro, we could so kill this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
as soon as we had it and we knew we wanted a second drop, I was like, yo, we got to get Chuwe on this. Just because, like, you guys, Ricky, since we first started the Tastemakers project, there's 2 producers that I had more than 3 or 4 tracks on the set list, like, because our sets now are a lot more focused on just our production and stuff. But when we were first, like, getting our sound together and all that, we were like DJing other people's stuff. Like, I must have had like 4 Chuwe records in there. And chapter and verse. That's like literally like just those were the most reoccurring, like, like records on the sets for sure that I had, that I'd be like, man, I can't even, I feel like I'm playing too much of this artist. So I already knew when we had that record, it was like something, after what you did with Gasolina, I was like, no, we got to have like Chuwe on there. But before all that, the reason the record even came about was because we had, I've been working with Vegas since like 2015, so it's been over 5 years, like 8 years or so. Like, I've been making music videos for him and stuff. And when the only music video I did last year, bro, honestly, because we've been focused on this music stuff, but the only music video I did last year was for Mr. Vegas. And on the way to the shoot, I was like, okay, I finally want to like tell him that, that I make music and all this. And like, I had been toying with the idea of recreating one of his records, most specifically Pull Up, because of that. Dude. Just classic hook, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just like
the anthem, man.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like a timeless like hook that's just not, the Pitbull version kind of like shined over it because it's just Pitbull, and it was a lot more.
And then Lil Jon, I think, didn't he do a remix?
I think he was part of that same remix.
He
was part of the. Yeah,
the Pitbull version is still fire. It's very fire. But
it is.
But not to ever take away from like.
Yeah, in my opinion, the original is way better. Like that
the original, and it also captures like the vibe of that time.
Yeah, in that time.
So
yeah, exactly.
like, yo, you hear that, you're like,
bro.
yo, like it takes me back.
Bro. And they had like a, just that hook is a lot more. I think it's a lot more singable. Obviously, it's a lot more, especially like family friendly singable.
Yeah, right. Because you were saying that this is.
Is it clean? It's clean. Yeah, everything.
Fully clean.
Everything from the hook.
You hear that, guys? Family friendly music.
Yeah, for sure. Tap in.
But saying pull up, okay?
Yeah, but yeah, even Mr. Vegas's verse, all clean music. That's why back in the day it would play a lot. But for some reason, like that hook is not recognized that much anymore. Yes. It's kind of like people will hear it and they'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, it has that nostalgia." So I think it's gonna like the track is gonna bring a fresh feel.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, yo, I love it, man. Once I heard it, I was like, yo, it's a great idea. And I feel like as a DJ producer, like I came out with the whole reggae dancehall scene too. But me, when I produce music, I like to get not just any throwback. It's like it has to be like if something is fire back then, for you to remake it, there's a whole bunch of brand new versions of classic songs that like now you're like, oh, really?
Right. It almost.
But then you have ones that you're like, now that's how you do it.
Right. Yeah, it's very hard to like. That's why a lot of people will hate on house music and stuff, or like electronic music. They'll be like, oh man, like, there you go, killing good music again and stuff. But it's like, yeah, you could kill it. You could kill a classic if you don't.
Yeah, that's actually funny because I had like I only posted maybe 3, but I had like a reel or like a TikTok where the caption was ruining your favorite song like one flip at a time. Because like there would be like I would see the comments. I'd literally see like, oh, like stop ruining good music, stop ruining good
Yeah.
songs. So I literally put ruining good songs.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll ruin the good song, but I guarantee, like, because like, okay, actually one of them, which shout out to Mr. Bobby Hendrickson at DJ Lovers Club.
Yeah,
He was
shout
at
out Bobby.
I had posted the Earth, Wind, and Fire, like a house remix of September, because September, you know, everybody got to top the trends, you know, September. And he had reposted it, and like the comments that I had seen on his page, because he has a lot of, you know, he'll have the genre snobs on there, you know, here and there. And they're like, stop ruining. Ruining is such a good song. Oh, this song, like, of all songs, don't remix this. But I see it as like, if you like the song, if you have an idea, especially because we're DJs, bro. Like, we're just trying to like just give some people something different, you know, when we're you know, we don't give them the original every single time, you know, like sometimes we want to like switch it up a little bit, or if we're like in a club setting, like we want to give them something like, you know.
Yeah. I think it works out, like the more that you're able to grab elements from that original song and make them in a refresh way. That's why I really like. So with this record, with the pull up record, like there was that iconic drum, you know what I mean, like that. Those
seriously
iconic, the vocal iconic. You know, so there's a lot of things in it. And bro, pull up the record, pull up the video when you send it. So we were on the way to the shoot. Yeah. And I'm like, I hit up Ricky. I'm like, Ricky, we got to get this pull up record finished, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It had barely even been started. This man literally on the way to the video shoot made that record.
That's crazy.
And when we finished shooting with Vegas, we played it for him. He loved it. He was actually like, yo, I've been wanting to remix this like into some house music, you know? So it was like, it all had kind of fallen together. But and we were hyped that night, but it was still something up in the air. We didn't know, like, you know, we don't know if he really, you know, he said he was down to release it and all that, but you never know with these big guys, you know, plus there's the labels and all of that. We just didn't know. Yeah. We ended up getting Side Piece to play it at Spades, and I got that video and I sent it to him, and he loved it. He was like, wow, this is amazing. Obviously he kind of like saw the vision even further. And then he's like, we have to, he literally sent me this voice, like, yo, fam, we have to put this out.
Bro, we need to release this record, bro. We need to release this record.
So that's when I thought, like, we had half a record, not even. We had like a drop. That's all that Ricky had made.
Yeah, they did.
And then that's when I was like, I hit up Ricky. I remember calling him. I'm like, Ricky, we need a second drop for this because Vegas wants to drop it. He's like, yeah, well, like, you know, let's get it. I'm like, we need to get Chewy on this. And he was like, Ricky was
that was definitely like a separate conversation. You had like just called me out of nowhere with like this like freaking idea.
He was like, yo, I appreciate that, man, for real,
for sure, bro.
Like,
but it also makes sense because of the Gasolina record.
That Gasolina record was crazy. So I was like, yeah, we need to like that same vibe.
Yeah,
you know, it was just it was a no brainer to tap you, bro. And then watch this video. This is literally when Ricky sent me. I was arriving to the Mr. Vegas.
Yeah.
Got the no hand driving too, bro.
It's my first time listening to it. Like, this was the first reaction. I was hyped.
My boy's doing 100 on the
highway. That day was big, bro, because just to have that opportunity to just even be in the room with Vegas, have like a certain rapport, but then like have this man literally pull up with a banger.
There will be a lot of puns
made in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
We had the original vocal. We had whatever, gotten it approved. At the time by Vegas, gotten it approved by all of us. Like, we were ready to go.
Yeah, we were talking about like release schedule, all that.
Yeah, release. We were done with it, and then I finally uploaded to TuneCore. I pitched it to all the editors and everything, and I send the info on our group chat that we had with Mr. Vegas. If you guys remember, I'm like, yo, you know, we got it. It's on TuneCore. It's been distributed, whatever, blah, blah. And then Vegas hits me with, oh, yo, listen, I think we should re-record the hook. Because
after he already uploaded.
Yeah, because
like the very next day.
Yeah, literally. And it was just, I mean, I understood, which we had tried to tackle that like obstacle before. We distributed it, but yeah, basically Wayne Anthony, who's the original singer, couldn't be located, and we just didn't want to risk getting into any trouble. So I ended up reaching out to my homegirl Lori from church, and she is just one of the most incredible soulful singers I ever heard. We got her in here, dude. Like, literally, it was like 30 minutes that she had, bro, and she knocked it out, bro. She was
that's natural talent, bro. Came through.
Yeah. Yeah,
For a
yeah,
fact,
for
bro.
sure, bro, for sure. So, and
Dude,
you
and the
know,
vocals match so perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even
Yeah,
know.
no, I mean-
Sounds amazing.
Dude, shout out Lori too.
Yeah,
Thank you
shout
so
out
much.
Lori.
Yeah,
Facts.
bro. And she like literally telling herself, she's like, listen, we're gonna get this done in 30 minutes, bro. She got it
Nah, that's dope,
done,
bro.
knocked it out.
That's-
I mean, I'll be honest. Lewis was definitely he was on me. He was on me for at least 7 versions.
Pause.
I mean, he was on me for at least like 7 versions.
That's
Be like,
good.
yo, like, just change the harmony or change this. Like, can you, like,
I even
he's actually. Little did you guys know, but somewhere just tucked in the mix, we actually have him on the track. He's actually the one.
Yeah, I was on the-
bro,
he's
get
actually-
the
I
low
had to get a
vocals.
little round the vote. Yeah, I had some on
No,
the
he
harmony.
did some highs too. He did a little high
Yeah,
harmony
Oh,
too.
shit.
Yeah, no, we had to exactly, and like I said, Lori had 30 minutes. So when she left, we had a good, like we had for the most
Of
part
course,
everything.
Yeah.
But we needed some harmonies. There was a
There's just
couple
this
words that
one
we wanted
part.
to change
Just one part.
because she had said like, "My lady's getting wild," and it's supposed to be like, "The lady's getting wild on the dance
Okay,
floor."
okay,
Like
okay.
it was just like couple little words that I wanted to change. So we literally like muted her parts, and I just like just went in there, like, you know what I mean, like.
Bro, that's
kinda-
dope, man.
Yeah, so we got it done, bro, and it's out, man. Pull up.
Pull up.
You know what I mean?
2.0.
Go get that. It's just all really come together, bro. I'm really grateful to God that like this record has like kind of taken the shape that it has, and we've been able to like work together. It's honestly like a dream come true to
Yeah.
be able to collaborate not only with my best friend but to guys that I've like looked
I
up to
appreciate
in
that,
this,
bro.
in this business
I-
for a while.
Dude, man. Yeah, it's crazy because like when I heard that, I was like, yo, bro, this is it, bro. Like we could make this so fire to the point that this shit could go global. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a global record.
And then like for people who grew up with the record to hear the new version,
Yes.
it's like it's dope because we're feeding them what's out now.
Yeah.
Feel me? So
And equally for the new guys, we're like feeding them what was around then.
yeah, that's
You know?
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like
exactly.
both
Yeah, so
both
then
generations are getting that refresh.
yeah, bro. Like I feel like people now like, okay, who's Mr. Vegas? What's pull up?
Right.
And they go to do their search. It's like, oh,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
bro.
dude. This music video, bro, would play on VH1 and all that at like 7 in the morning when I'm getting ready for school.
Hell yeah.
Come out the shower and you're just like watching these half naked girls.
Ah.
My mom would not ever let this be on the TV.
For real?
ever. I'd be
Yo,
in so much
right?
trouble. Yeah, no.
Yo, bro, you know what's crazy? That I'd never seen the video until now.
Are you serious?
Let's go. That's
Bro,
even better.
Literally, until, bro,
Live
because
reaction.
bro, I remember my brother had a whole dancehall CD. That shit was white. It was a bootleg. I'm like, bro, this shit has nothing but straight bangers, and Pula was on there. I ripped it. I made like 2 copies, bro. Like hooky parties where motherfuckers used to break the walls, bro. And we used to
That's
get paid with
crazy.
like fucking weed and beer and shit. But those are the records, bro. Like I grew up with it. And then for me to remix it with you guys, bro, it's like
It's official. That's the crazy
like people in New
part.
York. I mean, I feel like they understand what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
And it's
it's-
the lyrics are
it's,
so timeless, bro. Because you
Fire,
make a
hell
whole
yeah.
TikTok. with
This
it,
whole
you know?
video is them just like
Tik-
on the beach, just going crazy.
TikTokers, where you at? You feel me?
Yo, facts, bro.
We need like TikTokers on this.
Like, yo, bro,
'Cause it's
teach
like-
other new TikTokers, other new
Yeah.
kids, bro. Like, this is
Imagine if TikTok was around back in the early 2000s, it would have been so much better, bro. Like now TikTokers got all this like mid music to work with. Back in the
Bro,
day, it would have been a movie, bro.
bro. It's
Tik-
crazy.
All right, let's
2000s?
you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get a little
talk
closer.
about that
What,
real.
TikTok?
No. So it's like a chicken before the egg kind of thing. Do you think that it's mid music because of TikTok, or do you think it's mid music because of the accessibility of being able to make music? The fact that like you can just make music off your iPhone now. Like anybody can make music. And if you're popular enough, you know,
Yeah.
you can convince somebody that the song is good because you have that popularity, like almost like advantage.
I think it's both. I think it's both because it's like kind of like microwave music, you know? It's just like
fast food music.
yeah, and since like you have, first of all, you have the ability to be able to make it whenever you want and to release it whenever you want. So you could be making content, music, whatever you want, dropping it that's why consistency is key. Even with the you know, a lot of people that are, you could say mid, you could say whatever, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're just consistent, and it's just, you know, something's gonna stick, bro. You throw enough crap at the wall, you know, and especially nowadays.
But it's
It's a
still
blessing and a
entry. It's like
curse.
entry level though. It's like entry. Like what's the like the entry level of being able to, of just actually even recording a song now is so low, because if you wanted to record a song, to hear a song on like a record or even on a tape, your own thing that you made, it's gonna cost you money. Because even if you're not even playing instruments or you're not even singing, you would then you'd be making some synthesizers. You'd have to either rent the synths or
Yeah.
it's crazy to think like how hard it was to actually make
Yo,
music back in the day.
dude, it's I mean, I say it's evolution, man. Like yo, like it's crazy, like hearing music that was made from back then, like really acoustic, and then now you can make a whole beat out of this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, bro, literally, you can make a song out of your phone. Like, yo, dude, even your Tesla.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like you put it out and goes viral, you know? So then now everybody's playing it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I heard this somewhere, like there's like, oh, so what do you think about AI producers and that?
Oh, we're going there.
No, like I feel like, you know, like I mean, it kind of comes down to that part where like
We're gonna ask that for every like. What do you think about AI music?
yeah,
That's,
dude,
a good. I want to hear from every because I'm sure everyone has a different.
yeah, hell yeah, like it's like all right, like yo, like if you know, sorry, so like if you know that you produce that one way, then like I feel like, you know, like I feel like no one can teach you or take that from you. So if you have this person produce it for you, that's gonna be how that person sounds. If you got your own sound, like no one can take that from you.
Yeah,
right.
Like you know, like you could try to make a song to sound like that other person's song, but you won't get that sound.
Yeah, because you didn't even have not even a fraction of the thought process.
Yeah, exactly.
You
so
have no
like
idea what they
you
were
know,
thinking
like
when they did
AI producing, all right, cool. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's fine, you know. But it's like remedy, Chewy's Chewy.
Yeah.
Tastemakers, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, but I say everybody that blows up fast, like respect the people who went through it.
Yeah,
Like,
sure,
you
man.
know, it's like, it's funny because some dudes blow up and they're even not a freaking DJ.
or make
You know, which is
music.
embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
it's
just know how to
embarrassing.
dance
you
on
know?
TikTok.
You know, but it's like, but like, I mean, I feel like you can't be mad at them because if that was you, like, you'd be grateful.
Yeah,
and then,
right.
you know,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, we can't always expect people to be in the same position as us when they get their moment of shine.
yeah,
You know, and I think like that's something that I'm grateful for, that when that time does come, I'm gonna be ready, and I'm sure it's the same thing for you. Like
no, of course, and
you're already like, I mean, we're already like on
bro,
our
like
way
you'll
up,
know how to handle
but
it.
like when that thing, like when that moment comes, we're gonna be like, all right, like we're definitely gonna make sure that we come correct in not only just how we drop music, but how we move with people, and just making sure that, you know, we don't crash.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying like dude, like, you know, like I mean, like I feel like if it takes you a couple years to get to where you want to be, like you're learning, so like you won't do those mistakes that happen to people who blow up right away. And then 5-10 years from now, where's that person? You
Yeah,
know?
no, there's definitely, there's a lot more longevity in like when you go through struggles,
Yeah.
when you, like, it's kind of like being put through a fire, you know what I mean? Like it refines you. And, you know, me and Ricky, that we've been in the industry for like 10 years plus, and we
Way
still
longer,
have yet to like really see our day. But it's like, in the same way in the rap game, like Yo Gotti was also 10 years in, like 12 mixtapes out, whatever, like, and still not, you know, until he finally saw anything. So it's just, the more that you go through, like anything else, even in life, if you think about it in life, if you go through hardships, the more hardships you go through, the more resilient you become at the end. So the more longevity you have, because you're able to last longer, you're able to like persist through situations that kind of makes you a more, you know, you just kind of come out ahead a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's part of the whole, you know, the whole world now. You know, like now we live in a world that you could blow up in one day. You know, but it's dope. Like you live and you learn. I'm enjoying it. I think, you know, I see people blow up so fast. I'm like, that's fire. But one thing I would say, if you blow up, keep it humble.
Keep it humble.
Yeah.
Show love to the people
Here.
that show love to you, because people blow up and they forget. Like, oh shit, okay. But nah, dude, I respect it. Play them Chuwe tracks, bro. That's all I say.
Yeah, facts.
At least do that.
Support us, you know, like
Yeah.
support whoever helps you sound good.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Oh man, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Right.
yeah, bro, like you're playing that fire track. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Make sure you show the love to that fire track person,
Yeah.
and you put them to open up for you. You know?
You know what I like right now is where kind of like where social media content is in the DJ world, where like there's like these like sites like, or not sites, there's these accounts like 1001 track lists,
Yeah.
or like there's many others. There's none that I can't name on the top of my head, but where they'll post like these carousels of like DJs dropping IDs, and they'll actually provide like the IDs and like
Yeah,
they'll even
that's
tag
dope.
them.
That's dope,
Like
bro.
y'all are doing God's work. Like shout out to y'all for real, because like a lot of people like really do sleep on like the unreleased IDs.
Mhm.
Sometimes these are like songs that have like 1,000 play, or not even, they'll probably have a lot of plays, but it'll be from like somebody that got like 800 followers on SoundCloud
Yeah.
or something, you know, or like just coming up, you know, and it's like, yo, like these songs are getting played like all over the world. Like at least show some love for you know these people. So
Yeah.
by the way, like if you're out there and you're posting content of you playing other people's music, it's really like it I promise it will not hurt your like your engagement to tag the people that if actually it'll help, because now you'll get people sharing your posts. So
Right.
so
Dude,
DJ's
and then,
fan tag.
bro, then also I feel like if you tag that person, guess what? You could say, what up, we're gonna collab, and you
Yeah.
never know. That's probably the next hit that's gonna
Shoot
be
your
number
shot.
one, you know?
All the way,
Shoot your
all the way,
shot.
all the way.
You never know. Yeah, if we wouldn't have shot this to Mr. Vegas at that video shoot, we wouldn't even probably be sitting here right now.
True, bro.
Yeah, Lewis definitely is the one that come up with these ideas where I'm like, okay, I mean, if you can make it happen, then all right. Like these are
Yeah.
ideas that I'm like, damn, I never
Yeah,
would
man,
have
like I
thought.
tell everyone, bro, I'm like, yo, like now, yo, man, you never know, bro. Like, yo,
Yeah.
man, you live in a world that you can make the most simplest track and it just becomes number one. You could,
Yeah.
you know, you could put something out now, and then like 2 years from now, it's a hit.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know?
you know what, that's actually something that I'm thinking about too, is that, which let me ask you a question too. Do you, because I haven't really looked like recently, do you still have like a lot of your like older like not house stuff like out still, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What would you do if like one of those songs, what's stupid, is like in 100 millions just like in a week, like crazy? Would you just start like going back to that?
Dude,
That's a good
first,
question. That's a nice question. That's
first
good.
I will laugh. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
Like a TikTok trend just happened out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, what? Like, I'll be like, yo, fuck, bro, that's fire, dog. But then, like, the cool thing is that now I'll be like, all right, cool. You're searching that song. Now, guess what? You're going to hear all my other songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, I'll probably throw it in my set for sure. I'll be like, yo, shots everybody playing this on TikTok right now. But, I mean, it's dope. Me, I love I love all genres. I try to produce every genre there is.
Right.
So, like, if that
Okay,
happens,
so that's even better. That leads me into a very important question. I was waiting for this moment to ask you. Where do you see your sound? Like, what's the end goal, or what is like your like ideal sound that like, all right, like I can put this out. This is just me. This is the most me version of like you. Let's say you had an unlimited budget. You're signed. You're up. You're like Drake level.
yeah. And
Like,
then
what is you? What is what is your end goal for Chuwe?
I mean, I would say literally come out with an album with like original music
Mhm.
that is like reggaeton, like real reggaeton.
Perreo.
Like, yo, back then, like, it's funny because back then they used to call it Dirty South Trap.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a trap song, a good ass 808 trap song.
Mhm.
hip hop trap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to genuinely know because like there's a lot of artists that I've seen like pivot in different directions and it worked for them, you know, or like there's people who maybe are doing something they don't want to do and they're like, but like they're killing it off of what they don't want to do. And it's like, ideally, like I want, like we love seeing like artists do what they want. Like let's say for example, I know it's like way like different from like what we do, but like Subtronics, for example. He looks like he's just being like with the stuff he plays up there. He's playing everything he wants to play. Like he doesn't care. Like he's just like doing him. And same thing with the music he makes. I think there's like artists out there that same thing. Like okay, Post Malone more in the pop music. He went from doing like hip hop
to like
very
country,
pop and like almost now very at this point country like folk. Like, so, but it's like, I guarantee he actually very much wants to do that.
Yeah.
You can kind of feel it. That's almost how like that essence of like that like authenticity stays in like the music you make. So that's why I was asking that. Cause I wanted to see like, okay, like if Chuwe finally had his like moment or he had all the, cause that's really what we want. We want to make sure that we have the resources to do what we want.
Bro. Like, dude, like I said, like, I mean, I love Jersey Club. I love fucking trap. Like
I bet you wish you had that Jersey Club, that Buddy record, huh?
Oh hell yeah, bro! As soon as I heard that, I was like, man, this is shit I did like before COVID, bro.
It's so crazy, man.
I mean, like I would play my sets, and I would like release music how I want to. That's like global stuff, from like hip hop to like. Yeah, like I said, from hip hop to dancehall to Moombaton, like Afrobeat, everything, bro. Because I mean, at that point, you're like an artist. You're established. Yeah. Like your job is to feed people music.
Your taste.
Yeah,
if you will.
Oh! I told you guys lots of puns today. Be ready.
No, we're starting off like, yeah, and so, but so. When you started DJing, what did you first, what were you first spinning? What was your first interest when you felt like you wanted to put music out to the world or like at least play music out in front of people?
So I was more of a b-boy DJ, like a break dancing and break beats.
Bro, this man is for real New York, bro.
Like, New York, scratching and shit.
Do not underestimate it.
And then it's crazy. I used to beatbox, but then when I used to beatbox, I used to mix reggae with like reggaeton.
That's hard.
And then so I was like, yo, bro. I was like, dude, man, I want to learn how to make beats and shit. Cause like I grew up listening to DP1, like these like real dope DJs.
Right.
So I was like, yo. And I took a course like in high school, and I learned it. And then I got an MPC. And I started making hip hop beats. And then at this club where I was DJing, I seen the reggaeton DJs come with like, they're like little NPC and they do mad shit. I'm like, bro. I'm like, you tell me I could put reggaeton drums on this shit? It's a rap, bro.
Game over.
And then it's like, literally that's when that's when I discovered Moombaton, like 2008. I was like, yo, what is this shit, bro? I was like, bro, this is reggaeton with electro music.
Bro, like, I thought it was the most revolutionary thing that I had ever, like...
Bro. And then, like, it was dope because I would throw it in my sets at the open format club / Latin club,
Yo.
So...
Like, bro, when I heard it, it was a little later than that.
Yeah.
I know for sure that, like, because, like, was it Munchie? Is Munchie from New York?
No. Munchie is from the Netherlands, but he is Dominican, yeah.
Dominican? Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, it was dope because I remember, so Dave Nada started it, and then Moochie just took it to the next level with his, like, creative sound, bro.
So raw. Like, raw.
And he sent me a message, he's like, yo, bro, I appreciate what you're doing, bro, because you Latino, and you're playing these Moombaton tracks in your mixes. I'm like, wait. I'm like, Munchie. I'm like, bro, I play this fool's track all the time. He's like, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, send over more. But like, his sound just made me think like, yo, bro, this music shit is not like this.
No, yeah, you get
This shit is like big,
And
bro.
then-
You
yeah,
can do
'cause then
anything you want.
you go from there, and then you go to Happy Colors, and then that's like just
And the Happy Colors came in, bro. I remember Happy Colors. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy, bro? I'm like, bro.
Big
Then,
shout out Happy.
fun fact, bro. I interviewed him, bro. I'm like, yo, Hector, you in New York? Pull up, bro. Bro, I interviewed him, and he's like his music is him in real life.
No, real talk. We love bro. Hector's been a friend for for a decade now, bro.
Yeah,
Hector's
man.
been-
And then, dude, like I made sure, like when I was DJing, I'm like, yo, I gotta be different. I can't be like every other DJ playing the same shit. Like, if it's that track, it has to be a dope ass version of that. And like, just my beat doing that, like, taught me how to like break down a record. Like how to like analyze it. I mean, yo, music is beautiful, bro. It's knowledge, bro. Like teach yourself. Don't just stick to that one shit.
How do you feel about like where reggaeton is at right now? Because that shit is like probably like the
Yeah,
biggest
yo,
genre
it's
in the
dope.
world
I
right
mean,
now.
I've seen reggaeton go from like perreo, hard, dancehall to soft,
Yeah.
hard. It's evolution. I'll tell people that, like, you know, like, evolution is tricky. It gets you mad, get you
Yo.
happy.
Damn.
yeah,
You know?
that's a
But-
big bar, big bar.
But
Sheesh.
unfortunately, I feel like you got to stay relevant and just go with the flow. Have fun. Fuck it. If it's easy to
Yeah.
make, go. Who cares, dude?
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
right,
You
yeah,
never
yeah.
know
You
where
know?
it's gonna take you.
You never know.
Yeah, and also like try to see what it is that people like about it. Like if this is liked by the masses,
Mhm.
and I know like a lot of it can also be like if it's a follower thing. Like I like him because everybody else likes them, but like it still started from somewhere. It started like these people like this particular person from something, and I try to look for it. And if I can't find it, then all right, I'm not gonna like look too hard for
Bro,
it.
it's like trap
But-
music.
What do you mean?
Like trap, bro. When I first heard trap and I hear it now, when I go back, I'm like, bro, that's literally 808 snare, a little ting ting ting. But back then, that shit was fire.
It was simple.
Yeah,
But like,
simpler times all around.
yeah, but it's dope how like you see it come from like a little baby into like a grown up, you know,
It's literally like insane. Like,
bro. And then when you came in, I was like, yo, who the fuck is Remedy, bro? I'm like, bro, this
Facts.
guy flipped this shit to even better now. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, because I
Yeah.
saw like when I heard it for the first time, it was jarring because I was like, yo, like why does it sound like not good quality? Like I hear the ideas. I
Yes,
hear
I'm saying,
like,
yeah.
it's almost like I knew what these people were trying to do, but also it was like it felt like it was intentional as well because there's
Yeah.
people like Bauer that like he does like a lot of distorted drums, a lot of like
Mhm.
left field decision making when it comes to his production, and that's intentional.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if that was part of that because the same thing with Hudson Mohawk with that little
Yeah.
like that song. It's so silly. Like I even that objectively, I guarantee like at one point like he's probably like this sounds so silly,
Yeah, bro.
but it was a vibe at that time, and it was just like when I heard it, I was like, I know exactly what needs to be done to this entire genre for it to like get to the next level. Because it's like I already loved electronic music, and I had already been so experienced in just like the hip hop game
Mhm.
that I was like, okay, it's actually good that I'm more experienced in hip hop than I am in EDM because I'm just gonna take the elements
Right.
that stand out to me in dance music and just throw it into my world in a
Mhm.
sense.
Bro,
Throw
you're
it
part of
into
that
FL.
evolution, bro. That like is dope. How like you switched it. That's what I'm saying. Like now, house music is dope,
Yes, it's it's so fresh right now.
but there's gonna be someone that's gonna switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the cool thing about music.
Um,
Exactly. There you go. Yo, from what I heard,
Hey.
Yeah,
they're about to switch the whole shit around, bro.
let's go.
So that leads me to just one, and then we'll talk more about the pull up. But I just
Mhm.
because like this is a process thing. So like when you're making music, do you like think of like a place? Is there like a mood? Do you set like your mood like or like if you go, let's say like to like another country or something, like are you making music based off that like or does it not matter? You're just making music just however you
Yeah, I mean, literally, like what I think about is like, all right, cool. Like, is this something I would play? Like, do I see CO2 coming out when this shit drops? You
so
know?
you envision it's more of like you envision it for the crowd,
For the crowd,
for the like you're thinking about how the person's gonna be listening to the song,
yes.
or like how the context of how
as a consumer kind of.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And then also like there's moments when I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know what? This is like some type of radio type of joint that I would love for it to go globally on radio plays. You
Right.
know.
Because sometimes when I'm making stuff, like I'm thinking about like I'll think about a place or an aesthetic, like, or if like I'm like let's say I'm in like one time I went to Jamaica, like I wanted to make music that embodied that environment. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
have you ever done that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been. I went to Mexico, and I'm like, bro, which I knew that the genre is it's like cumbiatón. It's like cumbia mixed with reggaeton. I'm like, yo, the genre is pretty big here. I'm like, yo, let me try and make some shit like that.
Oh, okay, that's
just
fire.
Because I knew I was there.
Yeah.
Fire.
The Monterrey cumbia.
Yeah, but I feel like it hits me more when I do more like looking up of that country or like that place.
Yeah,
I'm going
definitely.
to.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, because everybody has their different process. That was
How you, dude? Yeah, I mean, but dude, when I produce like to have that screen, put somebody set on or like.
Oh, okay, that's fire. That's
let's say like
dope.
like dude, like the other day I was doing like some like retro type of sound, so I looked up like VHS retro.
Yeah, okay, so
loop.
you essentially do
Yeah.
So you match the vibe, just to amplify that.
I feel like it helps you out, dude. Like literally, like when you're making music, it like helps you get to the idea faster.
Yeah, and also because like
to
a lot of people, like music is also like the background or like the soundtrack to their life, or the soundtrack to the moment that they're, so it's like you want to.
Something I love to do in like road trips or wherever I'm somewhere. It's like every time that we'll be in Cali or whatever. I like to especially on a road trip where you're like driving cross country. Like if we're passing by North Carolina, we're gonna listen to only North Carolina artists.
Oh, that's fire!
That's
you know what I mean? Or like when we're like every time, bro. Like if I'm in, Chicago, I'm listening to only Chicago house and like drill. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's a good way to not be bored on that car ride, bro.
It's like forget counting license plates or whatever. Like let's, you know what I mean? Bro. But it's just cool because then in the same way, I feel like you kind of embody the spirit in which the song was made. You're in this environment where like this person grew up here. And I remember I was driving through Texas. Like I'm a pretty big country fan, and like I forgot where I was driving through like Waylon Jennings' hometown, which is like a very small hometown. Like it's like a very small town, like literally like
that's dope, bro.
Like 8 blocks in but it was like, and literally like you're driving by and all this like Waylon Jennings Road, like this, you know what I mean? So, Waylon Jennings is like the
bro, you can even get ideas like that.
We need Chuwe
like,
Road. We need Chuwe Road.
He said that. Oh, I bet.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you just it's in the same way where like as a producer or as a consumer, like music does take you places. So it'll take you not only back in time,
amen,
but it'll take you to a certain place. You know what I mean? It'll take you even to somewhere where you were last week, and it's just like that's just the power that it has on the mind. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's the same thing as like a smell. You ever like smell something?
Yeah, good and bad.
Or like when people come from like El Salvador, be like, "Damn, bro, you smell like chicken." Because they have this one famous chicken, pollo campero. Say, baby, pull up.
Whoop whoop.
Well, bro, really appreciate you pulling up.
Nah, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I love the studios, bro.
Yeah. And he's the very first one. He's our first one, and what better way than the person that we
off with
the
greatest collab.
First collab.
The best collab in 2024.
Yeah. Bro, we gotta, everybody go support the track. If you love us, if you love music, you gotta do it, Show love. Y'all.
This is Ricky Remedy.
Louis C.
We're the Tastemakers, and we will see you guys soon.
That's true.
We out here.
This is true.
Remember, pull up 2.0. Go stream it, play it, show your best friend, put everybody onto it. Peace.